Nakitlong ka Ri Khasi. Ngiwan lam siya pi ko sngur bakhuit Sngew. Ka beats aqua. Shpausnem dang yai pinja sliang.
Ka East West Group of Institution Bangalore, ka Cot Admission nakamta ka Nursing but Paramedical Course, ka bala ithu da ka Indian Nursing Council, ka By Admission ka Badunatam, but Shispa % ka Jinyokam. Pila ru ban apply da ka Education Loan.
Umanji rang ba ka jylla Conrad ki sangmao loong ba kumba kalong ha Assam bat Uttarakhand, ha ka Uniform Civil Code UCC la Pyllait yaki an Tynrai ki Riewlum. Ha ba penpao Khubor ki baladep umla ban kren AA halo ka UCC nambar ba umpat yo I ya ka A ka ba kumno Henry hadin bala yo I bala pentri kam hakikat tu ni ki jylla kum hapo Assam bat Uttarakhand ka don ka jing Sngew khendiat ba kamsim lakta yaki an Tynrai jong ki Riewlum. Umentri rang ba uloong ba ka jing persya ka jong ha ka basdang ka long namar ka jing syapting halor ka riti ka dustur jong ki Riewlum Henry ula penpao ba ka jing Sngew kala hadin ka jing bishar yaki an jong ki weipat ki jylla kebala pentri kam dangshan.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that, you see, I have been very clear on UCC from one perspective. And that perspective has been that I cannot comment on a UCC if I don't see the format of the UCC. So UCC is a word, Universal Civil Code. Now, what does that Universal Civil Code mean? And what are the codes that will be universal? That is what I needed to see. And at that point in time, it was only the word that was there in front of me. And therefore, it could be left to anybody's imaginations to say that a UCC could be like this, UCC could be like this. So now that we have seen the, the context of it and how the UCCs are coming out in different states, I'm slightly more at comfort. Because if you look at the UCC in Uttarakhand or whether it's in Assam, they're not touching tribal laws, you see. So in the beginning, when we had looked at the UCC, it was a thought process. So when people asked me about UCC at that point, I said, no, you cannot have a UCC because we are tribals and our tribal laws are different. So how can you have a UCC for us? So suddenly now the UCC comes out from Assam and from Uttarakhand, and they clearly mention out here that tribal laws are exempted. So obviously it's a different thing then. So when that kind of situation comes in, but still, of course, we have to study things carefully. We would like to see the details of it. Though it's a different state and it's their law and they've made the law, that's fine. But I'm just from a pure political question that you're asking me, that we will definitely read it and examine it. But at least the basic part that concerned us to some extent was that we were worried that our matrilineal system, which is there, tomorrow will be changed, and a national law will come in that will completely change the way the tribals in our state follow matrilineal system. These are the things that bothered us. But then once we started seeing the different laws being passed, we could see that they were at least in paper we could see that the tribal rights were being protected in one way. But we'll have to see the whole thing before we can make a full comment.
Every morning in our house begins with a race. Shoes, slippers, everything on the ground. Mom shouting for breakfast. Dad's hunting for geese. And I'm in a hurry putting on my socks. Shillong's roads are always full. Honking cars, parents rushing, everyone trying to reach somewhere first. Then one day, the STEM's bus came to our lane. Big, bright, yellow, like sunshine on wheels. The bus is always on time. Arcadica waves. It feels like family arriving. Inside, it's not just seats and bags and uniforms. It's laughter, stories, songs, small little friendships growing every morning. We share snacks, help in homework, and learn to wait for each other. I think that's what community really means. Caring for people who share your road. When I see other parents dropping their kids one by one, I think, wow, if one bus can take 50 of us, that's 50 cars less on the road. My father says the bus helps save money because it's not just fuel we're saving, it's time too, and time matters. And my mother knows exactly where I am, every turn, every stop, all thanks to the STEM's app on her phone. The bus feels safe, clean seats, big mirrors, and a careful driver. When a new student comes in, we always make space, and by the next stop, we're already laughing. When we reach school, our caretaker walks us right to the gate. And after school, the caretakers are always waiting, smiling as they walk us back to the bus. The caretaker feels this bus has made life easier, but to me, it made life a lot more happier. Because one bus doesn't just save money or time, it saves mornings. It gives us cleaner air, calmer roads, and families who can breathe a little easier. I think our city is growing smarter, not faster, just kinder. And every day, this bus carries something more than just us children. It carries stories, friendships, dreams, the small moments that slowly becomes memories, and carrying a little bit of Meghalaya's heart with them. Every day, as the bus doors shut and the engine hums to life, I take a quiet moment to be grateful for the journey, for the care, and for everyone who makes it possible. This is STEMS, our ride, our happiness, our tomorrow.